Hey YouTube Sirrus fans, back again with a quick dropping a quick update on a couple of things that I've done to this since I bought it, and just wanted to show you guys. These things are known as a lot of these carbon frame mountain bikes and road bikes that have internal routing of brake hoses are known to get a lot of noise in the down tube, and I was experiencing that right off the bat with this bike. It's perfectly quiet until you go over real bumpy roads, and then you hear this thing just rattling in there, and I knew exactly what it was. So my fix for it was to go to Walmart, which I already had a bunch of these because I'm a pretty hardcore fisherman. These are it's kind of an electrical conduit type net mesh that they use in electrical stuff. But anyway, fishermen use it to put on their fishing rods when they're all rigged up. Keeps them from snagging. And it's pretty slick stuff. It weighs virtually nothing. And so I cut a piece to length, and it literally runs from down here at the bottom bracket shell. You can see it. I've got it tucked in there. And it runs all the way up about into this area here. You can barely see a little bit of it if you look real hard. And then I pull these cables a little bit more taut, and I do have a zip tie right here, and that's cinched down pretty good. So that way, basically this mesh material takes up the dead space on the bottom of the down tube, and doesn't allow the cables, brake hose and cable to rattle in there. So it completely quiets the bike, so you don't have that problem. Now when I did mine, I took off the bottom bracket so I had better access into here, but I honestly think because these things are kind of flat that you could probably get away with just taking off this inspection port here and being able to slide that up inside. So basically you'd be between the frame and the hose that's in there and just push it right on up in, because it's stiff enough to be able to push it up, and you'll be able to help deaden that sound. So I'm assuming it's probably gathered up in here, so that way it just burns up all that excess space. I've also got 3M, what we used to call helicopter tape. It's a 3M product here that I did along the whole bottom. My bike didn't come with that. It used to be the Specialized bikes would always give you a big chunk of the stuff for the down tube. Didn't get it on mine, so I went and used what I have, because I've been doing mountain bikes and literally completely covering some of my bikes over the years with this stuff. So anyway, that's on there for protection, keep the rock chips and all that stuff from hitting. And then one other thing that I was going to quickly mention is the brake hose on this bike on the front. I did write it in the description of my other video that I had done, but every one of these that I've seen come from the dealer has had this brake hose physically rubbing on the head tube right here. And I know a lot of guys that have had issues where it just wears right through the clear coat and right into the carbon. Doesn't take very long either. So how I remedied that, I did it the day I brought the bike home, and I forgot to mention it in my first video. Basically just take this front brake cable, or I'm sorry, lever off, and rotate it 360 degrees in whichever desired position it needs to be done in, so you get this little loop in it, but it keeps it completely away from the head tube when you're steering. So there's no contact at all. Literally, by the time I got mine home and rode it around the block once, I could already start to see little scratching in a spot, because this stuff's pretty abrasive, and I've seen it wear right through frames. So anyway, just a quick little blurb of information there. Otherwise, the bike is dialed. I'm riding it like crazy. Had it on a 10-mile single track ride yesterday. The Future Shock is epic. It's amazing how well it dampens pretty hardcore stuff. I wasn't doing any big rock drops or anything, but I was on some pretty good single track, and the bike just performed phenomenally. I was very impressed. It climbs like a banshee. I did a quick weight check on mine just to confirm again. I took the pedals off. I took the accessories off, like the Garmin, my Lesign Caddy, but I left a little mount on it. And with the bike basically stripped down to that point, I'm literally right at 20 pounds and 0 ounces. So it's a pretty darn light bike. Certainly helps that I put the Praxis on it. That took a lot of weight out. And then the carbon handlebars as well makes a big difference. But the wheels are next. That's coming. There'll be carbon wheels on this. I'm not going to do the Specialized. I don't think I'm going to build my own. Not personally build them, but I'm going to buy the components and have my builder guy build them. He just does too good of a job. And I can get a better wheel with better hubs than what Specialized can offer for their $1,200 price tag on the C38. So that's where I'm going with it, and that's going to be coming pretty soon. So I'll update when I get there. All right, see ya.